Well, good day, church. Wanted to share with you, continuing with the Make a Difference devotional, very timely, from June 3rd and June 4th. June 3rd was discrimination, and June 4th was favoritism. And I'm going to kind of combine them in here. Scripture verse for June 3rd was James 2, verses 3 and 4. And then continue on in James 2, verses 8 and 9 for favoritism and June 4th. If you give special attention and a good seat to the rich person, but you say to the poor one, you can stand over there or else sit on the floor, well, doesn't this discrimination show that your judgments are guided by evil motives? And then continuing on in 8 and 9, yes, indeed, it is good when you obey the royal law as found in the Scriptures, love your neighbor as yourself. But if you favor some people over others, you're committing a sin. You're guilty of breaking the law. Of course, we're right in the midst of talking about our feelings and talking about our understandings and what's fair, what's right as a nation, as a church, as individuals. And it really comes down to individuals and what we choose. The story for discrimination is one that you'll know. It says in 1955, Rosa Parks was told to give up her seat in the colored section of the bus to a white person, even though it would mean she would no longer have a place to sit herself. When she refused, she was arrested. Her bold action drew national attention to the blatant discrimination that prevailed in the functional order, or rather dysfunctional order, of the country at that time. The society around her favored one type of person over another, the privileged over the oppressed, the rich in status over the poor. The human heart is full of so much potential. It is made to reflect the love that God has for every person, and yet, in its corruption, are ingredients for all kinds of hatred and cruelty. The person who discriminates against people incriminates against himself in twisted, self-regarding ambitions. Each person, no matter their life circumstance, is valuable in the eyes of God. Jesus is calling you to restore the way people are treated to a godly pattern. Then favoritism, the story for that one. Let's pretend for a moment that you say you were a sheep. And let's say that for some reason the shepherd empowered you with the task of inviting any sheep you see into the safety and fellowship of the sheep pen. And then let's say that you saw two sheep outside the sheep pen. One of the sheep was a famous celebrity ewe with a golden fleece, while the other was some chump of a lamb with a crusty flannel wool shirt. Which of these two sheep would you choose to invite into the sheep pen? Hold on. You didn't say neither, did you? Well, good. Just checking. Maybe you said the golden sheep because your popularity would go up among the other lambs. Or maybe out of the pity of your heart, you even said the crusty sheep because you knew it was the right answer. But in humility, for the shepherd's offering, did you say both? Well, obviously this devotional is written for younger people, but that's why I like it so much. It's easy for me. There are two challenges, and both are good to combine. The Difference Maker Challenge for June 3rd was to remind yourself of these verses. That was James 2, 3, and 4. Whenever you have the opportunity to give dignity, whenever you have the opportunity, give dignity, the seat of honor, to someone society doesn't readily recognize as being worthy. And that's one that I'm going to continue to try to do myself. I would encourage that challenge to you as well. Not just for June 3rd, but for going forward. And the Difference Maker Challenge related to favoritism. Challenge yourself to equally open doors, be polite, say thank you, give your time, make eye contact, or smile whenever you encounter someone today. Now, I know sometimes we're smiling behind face masks, but I think your eyes still sparkle when you smile, so I would encourage you to smile. I'm encouraging me to smile. I don't do it enough. Blessings to you, church, and love you very much.